Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. I want to give my double respects and honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Ruel, peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect, scattered around the four corners of the earth, the Israelite foreigners, and to the Aqua that are listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom, okay? This is going to be a quick video. Oh no, what did I do? Let me jump back here. This is going to be a quick video called What Does the Term Ruddy Mean? Now, I have a whole article right here. I believe some brothers wrote this because there's no way that people out here were just able to figure out the Hebrew and figure out the meaning of words because there's a huge controversy, especially now today. When you bring out King David, people will say that he's ruddy as in this, okay? He's ruddy as an Edomite, man, you know? This is what people bring out. This is what they would think is ruddy, okay? People would think ruddy means an Edomite with red blood showing forth through their skin, man, which is not the case, okay? That's not what ruddy means, okay? Like this right here. See here at Quora, is the word ruddy describing a person with white skin or a light skin caramel complexion, Beyonce complexion? That's what it's actually referring to. I'm gonna show you a picture of Beyonce complexion. Yeah, here it is. Which she kind of lightened her skin, but before she lightened her skin, she was of a ruddy complexion. This is what the term ruddy actually means, or not what it means, because ruddy actually means youthful and beautiful. But when you say a ruddy complexion, that is describing the type of complexion, which ruddy is when you mix red and brown, and you get that kind of mixture, which is what Beyonce is. She's a reddish brown complexion. Okay, this is what a ruddy complexion person would be. Like these two sisters right here, especially her. She's of a ruddy complexion. This is ruddy right here. Okay, and I'm gonna show you with the Hebrew how what Esau did was he threw a confusion out there, man. Okay, go ahead and get started. So this is from archive.org, the word ready in the Bible. The word ready in the Bible, many people think that ready just means red. And then they read that King David, the water or the war, beloved, was described as ready. And then you want to make him as red as an Edomite. So yeah, this is definitely a brother that wrote this post. Unless you go into the etymology of the words and see for yourself, you might be persuaded by a comment or a man's opinions versus the truth of the matter. Let's explore. Now I'm gonna see if I'm okay. I'm currently recording. Just want to make sure. There's no scripture that says King David has red hair or red skin, as in like a white, not a white man, but an Edomite, a red person. I'm gonna show you what they mean. Red people. Yeah, here it is. Red people, man. This is it. This is red. This is a red person right here. Esau. Okay. Esau Edom. Here it is. Esau. Okay. Oh boy. You can clearly see that this dude is not white. Okay. And sometimes you see the hints of pink. Mostly throughout they're like a pale, translucent skin. But when sun hits them, their true skin color shows that blood heats up. It warms up basically, so to speak, when they're out in the sun. So their blood shows forth through their skin because when blood shows up, when it heats up, you can see them more. So that's what happens, man. And this is what red actually is. These people are red, okay? These so-called white people, which they're not really white, as you can see. These people are red, man. Reddish pink. Look at that. You can slap a gold medal and you can see that right here is kind of like a translucent, uh, how do I say it? It's because of there's no sun hitting that area, so it's been on how do I say it hasn't been touched, basically untouched. You know, you can see the outmarks of the gold medal. You can see all around the skin it's red. You have a red overtone around them, man, and that's that blood showing forth through your body, man. You see right here, he's a little bit paler, but he's pink, pink more, and then as you go up, he's redder because the further you go, the more the blood there is in the body. You know, there's not gonna be that much blood in the arms compared to the main part of the body, like the torso or even the neck, the head area, the face area. Okay, this right here is the true definition of a ruddy complexion. Ruddy and red is not the same thing. I'm going to prove it to you in this video. Okay, so there's no scripture that says King David had red hair or red skin, as in like the white red man. That notion came from the misinterpretation of King David being described as ruddy in the scriptures as just red in modern day dictionaries. In the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, ruddy is defined as a word used to refer to a red or fair complexion, which fair doesn't mean white, okay? Because people think, oh no, fair means white. No, fair does not mean white. Fair means beautiful, okay? When you say somebody's fair, you mean they are beautiful, okay? They have a ruddy complexion. Because ruddy can also mean beautiful, but when you say ruddy complexion, it can either mean beautiful or it can either mean of a reddish brown complexion. I ain't gonna see, just stick in the video, stick in the lesson for a little bit longer. Uh, in the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, ruddy is defined as a word used to refer to a red or hair complexion, and in contrast to the dark skin of the Hebrew Israelites, which when we say dark skin, we don't mean charcoal black a as these Nilotic, sorry, Slovakian, Nilotic people, Nilotic. I'm gonna show you what these people look like. These Nilotic people of Sudan, man. When we say dark skin, we don't mean dark skin like this, okay? We don't mean dark skin like that. When we say dark skin, we mean of a brown complexion, okay? Shades of brown. Because to the average Edomite out there, the red man, the so-called white person, we would be a dark complexion. Why? Because we are people of color. Hue men, meaning hue, color, and men. Color of or men of color. Color men, men of color, These are the Nilotic people. Which, there are Israelites among these Hamites, but that's nevertheless, man. Oh boy. That's I'm not gonna go into that. Long story short, King David was a handsome, light skinned, fair complexion, meaning beautiful. Hebrew Israelite who still had melanin color, just not dark skin. For reference, you can use Terrence Howard, Blake Griffin, or even the singer rapper Drake are good examples of fair skin Hebrews. I wouldn't say fair. You could just say light skin because fair doesn't mean light. You know, fair when you say fair nowadays it means light skin, but back in the ancient world, when you said somebody was fair, it really means beautiful. Okay, when you said somebody was fair. Okay, but nowadays in modern English, fair means light skin. That's why when people, what's it called? We're reading about Harold, not Harold, Harold Finehair or Harold Fair, which is Harold our figure or Fogger, in Norwegian. Haraldur Fogger. It goes back to the word Harold Fairhair, okay? And he was labeled that because before he combed his hair out, when he was on exploration to conquer all of Norway, as they say, if he's not, if he's if he is even a real person, because some people are saying that he's just a legend, but I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Before he did all that conquering, the historians or the people back at that time, the chroniclers and the people who wrote the literatures and the poems, they described his hair as nappy, like a nappy curly knot. I'm gonna show you an example of a nappy curly black hair. Okay, nappy, curly, and black hair. This is what this is what his hair was. Okay, his hair was like a nappy, curly type texture. Okay, and it was not as tight as this, but it was a little bit looser. Okay, it wasn't as tight as this. It was like a little wavy, curly type texture, man. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, like this right here. This was his see this there's like woman. This was the same hair that Harold Fair Hair had, man. Okay? And he was labeled that because he never combed his hair. Okay? And who do you know that if they don't comb their hair it becomes nappy or tight? That's Jake, man. You know? For the average, because we have Edomites that look like us and have our texture, but when Jake doesn't comb their hair go from curly to like a little nappy curly type complexion. This is another example right here. You see, this is a Jake woman. See how her hair is wavy curly? This would be what Harold Fair had before he combed his hair out. And then when he combed his hair out, they said his hair became like a relaxed, fine, straight type of hair. Okay? So that means all that curl he straightened out. His hair was straight because he straightened out his curls, which is what we can do. And they said his hair became fine, meaning like a like a fair like kind of straight. It wasn't curly or nappy anymore. It became fine, man. So that's why uh people think that Harold Finer is an Edomite, which he's not, man. Harold Finer would be somebody like Drake. He had the Edomite mother for sure. His mother was an Edomite, but his father was Jake because if you know history, his father was half Dan the Black or half Dan the Swarty. Okay, and I forgot how they say it in Norwegian. I believe it's half Dan the Varti, half Dan the Varti, or half Dan the Swati. That's how they say it in Norwegian. Okay, so somebody being called Harold Fair for having like straight hair, and their father is a so-called black man, you can automatically assume that child came out looking like Blake Griffin, man. The hair texture of Blake Griffin, or somebody like what's this guy? Somebody like Logic or Little Skies, man. He came out light skinned, you know, but he had that Negro curl texture on him. So that's just a little something I wanted to pitch in there. So long story short, King David was a handsome, light skinned, fair complexion Hebrew Israelite that had melanin and color, just not dark skin. Correct. For reference, you can use Terrence Howard, Blake Griffin, or even the singer rapper Drake as good examples of fair-skinned Hebrew Israelites. For we must remember that Hebrews are all shades of the ground, right? I'm gonna show you shades of the ground right here. Shades of the ground. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if Esau's even gonna. This devil's even gonna do it, man. See, this devil shades. Okay, let me do shades of the ground, soil. See what comes up. Here it is. Here's a common pigmentation agents in the soil. You have the dark brown. You have this type of brown. It's like a chocolate brown. This is a chocolate brown. You have this kind of brown, and then you have the ruddy. This is ruddy right here. Okay, this will be a ruddy complexion. This 10R4B right here. This is a ruddy complexion. Okay, so you can imagine King David with this type of complexion, man. He had a ruddy complexion. Even down here, this will be a light ruddy complexion. This will be a darker shade of ruddy. This will be a lighter shade of ruddy. And then you can see this is like how do I say it? A red bone or like a yellow bone type. A little even more lighter brown. See it's a little bit darker. And then here you got the real light as it mixed. Okay? So that's just something to show, to see. Okay? And this would be, what people call olive or, light skin as well. Okay? You mostly see this among the Latin tribes, Dolomite and Cassite, that type of shade. So now we're gonna go get back into it. Uh, this is Jeremiah 14:2. I can bring out all the precepts, but they pretty much have all the precepts here, so I'm just gonna read it from the article. This is Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Black here in the Hebrew is kadar, and what kadar means is to be ashy, dark colored. Okay, to be blackish, to make darkened, heavily, calls to mourn. Okay, the Ben Yehuda's dictionary, kadar, to be dark, to be sad, potted. Kadar is to be dark or grow dark. In a verse, black unto the ground. It is not potter unto the ground or sad unto the ground, but more black as like the ground. Okay, the ground or the mud or the dirt of the earth varies in color from dark black to tan, or even like a white sandy. They say white sandy, but it's really like a light brown. That's what the white sandy is. Like when you see right here, this will be a white sandy complexion, which is what you see among the Latin tribes, man. They have a light brown, white sandy complexion. But there's nothing wrong with it. They're just really, really light, you know. But it's still a shade of brown, man. Even the lightest of them all. And then you have some of them like Canelo, which he's a Jake, but he looks like a straight up Edomite. I'm gonna show you Canelo right now. Canelo is red as an Edomite, man. This is Canelo right here. You can see that this guy has no shade of brown, okay? And he looks like a straight up Edomite, man. But he's a Jake, okay? He has the soul of a Jake, the spirit of a Jake, man. Okay, but his father, his forefathers were popping. I want to say Irish woman, you know, because he seems to have that red beard. I think that's his natural color. He seems to have like red hair, red beard, but his top of his head, the hair on his head is a little bit darker. I like to believe that his forefather, you know, there may be a Irish person that came to Mexico, and then his forefathers got down, and then he automatically picked up that trait from one of his generations. So that's never here or there, you know. Doesn't really matter, but we go back. The majority, where was I? The dirty earth varies in color from dark black to tan or even white sandy earth. So are the Hebrews. We range in color from light skin to dark skin. The majority were dark, as in right here, Shakar. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. Black here in the is the Hebrew word Shakar, which this is right here, Shakar, a primitive root identical with H7836 through the idea of the duskiness of the early dawn, to be dim or dark in color, be black. Okay, that's what it means to be dim or dark in color. Now this is a different Shakar. This is a Shakawara, Shakawara, Slaki. I'm not really good with the Hebrew. Shakawara, Wara, Shakawara, you know, which is here in Wisdom or Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. So these Edomites that say King David is red as an Edomite, how would he be able to create a dark skin? We're not talking about like a light brown. We're talking about like a real dark Negro, man. Like almost as those Sudanese people that I showed you, those Neolithic people, they were charcoal brown, man, almost like a shade of black. How would the Edomite be able to create that complexion? It's impossible, man. A Jake can create a person that looks like an Edomite, but an Edomite can't, you know, because it has something called to do with I believe it's called the mother gene or whatever it is, something to that effect. Uh, Here it is. Black here is the Hebrew word shakar ra, meaning very black. Shakar or shakar ra or shakar, meaning properly dusky, but also absol and jetty. Okay, and here in verse 1 and 6, it's a little bit different. Okay, the definition is a little bit different. As you can see here, look not upon me because I am black, because the sun has looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of thy vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept. Shakar H7840, Shika'araf, meaning swarty. Okay, black. Swarty means dark skin. King Solomon was King David's son. He describes himself as jet black and dark skin. It is a well known common fact that white men, or you could just say Edomites, well, yeah, you could say pale skinned people, pale skinned men do not produce dark skinned, jet black, or swarthy babies, man. This is Lamentation 7, 4, and 8. Their visage is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered and has become like a stick. This is the time during the famine that hit. You know, so you have something called, I forgot the term, but it's like when a person of color, like a so-called Negro, or even those Ishmaelites that have brown skin, when they're going through a famine, their skin gets darker, man. When your body is starving, your skin gets darker. It's like a type of condition. I forgot what it is, but I probably should have looked it up before I did this lesson. As you can see here, the meaning of visage means an outline, a figure, or appearance, man. Their appearance is blacker than a coal. Okay, so why would that be in the scriptures, but all of a sudden King David will be an Edomite? It doesn't make any sense, man. Okay, and I'm gonna show you pictures of what Ruddy looks like here in a second. I just want to get this out the way. So here we have even more. Beautiful, comely countenance, fair, favored form, goodly, resemble visage, black hair, and Hebrew, kazak, to be dark. Okay, kazak or kazak, to be dark, as withholding light, to be black, or be black, be make dark, darken cause darkness, be dim or hid. You have shikar or shikawar means coal. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. This is Lamentations 5 and 10. Black here in the Hebrew is kamar, to darken because of heat. Here it is, kamar. The prophet to heat up, warm, ripen the strength, to wrinkle, dark, heavy, a cloud. To should be with heat, to be black, be kindled, to yearn. Now, these scriptures on one hand is how the Hebrew Israelites describe being dark. However, let us remember that Jeremiah 14 and 2 said, we are black onto or like the ground. We have light sand or tan, light brown earth as well. Let's look at the word ruddy. Ruddy. Oxford definition of ruddy, of a person's face having healthy red color, having a reddish color. Note the word healthy. Webster dictionary definition of ruddy. Uh, ruddy, of a red color, red or reddish, as a ruddy sky, a ruddy flame. They were more ruddy embodied than rubies, of a lively flesh color, or the color of the human skin in high health, as ruddy cheeks or lips. Now I'm gonna show you what a ruddy sky looks like, or a ruddy flame. Ruddy sky. Let me see what pops up. Ruddy sky. Oh, look at that, man. This is what popped up, man. A ruddy sky. This is what. Is my computer okay? I can't click on that. For some reason, I can't click on this. Like what's going on, man? This is what a ruddy sky would be. Can't click on this shit, man. What the fuck? Here it is. Here it is. This is what a ruddy sky would be. So if this is a ruddy sky, just try to picture this type of color on a human being. That would be a Negro, man. Here you have the dark ruddy, and it's the light ruddy right here. Okay, all throughout here, all different shades of ruddy. So that whole King David is an Edomite. No, no, no. That you don't have any knowledge of the scriptures, man. That's why we always say you cannot trust everything that's in the blue letter Bible. Why? Because they go off in a lot of things, man. Esau, the devil he is, he threw a lot of lies in the scriptures. Okay, so you got to be careful, man. You have to be very, very, very careful. Okay. Uh, so I'm gonna continue reading. Ruddy, duck, and American duck. Eris matura rubida, having a broad bill, a wedge-shaped tail composed of stiff, sharp feathers. The adult male is rich brownish red. Ooh, rich brownish red on the back, sides, and neck. Black on the top of the head, nape. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna show you what a ruddy animal is. Okay, this is what they were talking about of a ruddy duck. This is what they're talking about. You have the black on the head. You have the reddish or the rich reddish brown. This right here is ruddy. Okay, this is a ruddy animal. Okay, as you can see here, this is a ruddy person. This is it right here, ruddy. And there's different types of ruddy. There's this type of ruddy, and then you also have this. You have this type of ruddy, okay? Like a light brown to a dark ruddy to a dark brown. Now Beyonce, she kind of bleached her skin, but before she bleached her skin, as you can see, she was of a ruddy complexion, man. Before now she looks more like a Edomite, like a very light brown, which it doesn't look good on her, man. I liked her when she had her ruddy skin, but this is a ruddy skin right here. You can see that it matches uh this animal right here. Where is it? It matches this animal right here. This and this is like almost the same color. Okay? And then when you search up ruddy person, this is what you get. This is what you get. You get Edomites, man. See the confusion? How how do you get ruddy out of here? If you type in ruddy person, this is what you get. But if you type in ruddy animals, this is what you get, man. This is confusion. Okay? This right here is a ruddy cow. A reddish cow, man. This is a ruddy duck. This is a dark ruddy. This is like the actual ruddy. This is the actual correct ruddy. This is a darker shade of ruddy, and this is like the actual correct color of ruddy. Okay? How do you get this type of color out of an Edomite? Like this, man. This is a pink red. See the confusion? Why so many people are confused, man? Because Esau throws these lies out there, man. Oh, he purposely put ruddy. When you search a ruddy person, it's gonna show up so-called white people, man. Edomites. He did it on purpose, okay? But when you search up ruddy animals, this is what you get: two different colors. So which one is right and which one is wrong? This one is right and this one is wrong, man. Because this does not resemble a ruddy complexion. This is a pinkish red, like a light pinkish red, man. Okay. Look at these people. Pinkish red. You can see the pink overtones on him. As you can see right now, his skin is a little bit translucent. But way else to this devil, you can see here that this guy's pink, like near his forehead. You know, this is a pinkish red complexion. This right here, what I'm about to show you, is a ruddy complexion. This duck right here is ruddy, and this is what King David most definitely looked like, man. He had a ruddy, light, ruddy complexion. Now I'm gonna show you images of ruddy black people. This is one of them right here. As you can see, this baby right here. Uh, I don't know if it's a Jake or not, because I can't really tell. It's probably a Jake, who knows? But this right here will be a ruddy black person when they're a baby. Okay, as you can see, this is clearly different than Esau being born, because Esau was being born with a pink reddish overtone. This is like a reddish brown. This is reddish brown, man. And yes, you actually have Jakes that are born with like red hair. You know, it's a genetic mutation. But this is a ruddy complexion right here. This is what King David looked like. As you can see, this is another example. Ruddy. This guy right here, I believe he's a Japhetic person. This Japhetic boy right here, he's a ruddy complexion, man. So as this girl right here, she's of a ruddy complexion. You can clearly tell the difference between her and this Edomite right here. She she would be of a ruddy complexion. She would not. Okay, this is a pinkish red. a pale pinkish red, man. So there's a huge difference. As you can see here, they show you as a baby. This is a ruddy black baby, okay? Now I'm gonna show you right here. This is a ruddy complexion. This is like a dark brown chocolate. Now what most shades look like, and then you also have a darker shade of brown, which is even darker than this woman right here, because she's pretty light, you know. She has like a chocolate, like a Hershey chocolate, those milk chocolate candy bars. This is her exact skin color, you know, but she's not a dark brown. But in this society, she'd be labeled as dark brown, which is fucking stupid because she's nowhere close as dark brown, man. She would be a ruddy complexion. As you can see, she's like a caramel, like a lighter shade of brown, so to speak. And this would be pinkish red. Okay, as you see her rosy cheeks over here, and on the forehead as well. Okay, this is another example. This is a lighter shade of ruddy. Okay, this brother right here, he's a lighter shade of ruddy. I'm gonna show you Malcolm X, Detroit Red. Malcolm X was called Detroit Red for a reason. Look at him right here. See him right here? This is what King David looked like, man. Okay? As you can see, this is the same as where's this this is the same as the sunset right here. When we click Ruddy Sky, it's the same as this, okay? This is Malcolm X complexion, like a light ruddy brown, man. And you can see here is the same skin color as Beyonce before she bleached her skin. She wanted to look like an Edomite. She had a ruddy skin, okay? And so is the same as Rihanna. You clearly see that Rihanna is a ruddy complexion, okay? She has a ruddy brown. And that's a beautiful skin color right there, you know, which any shade of brown is beautiful really anyway, but you know, ruddy brown is like a beautiful complexion. This is another ruddy brown right here. See? Okay? And you know, this will be labeled probably as like light skin or whatever. No, this is just like you know, a ruddy shade of brown. I'm gonna show you another person right here. Where was it? It's this one. Let me X that out. So I think that's pretty much it. Red people, Beyonce, blah blah blah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I wanted to bring out. Um, it's pretty interesting, man. You know, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can do this right here. Salakia. I'm gonna have the photos pull up because I want to show you guys something. You know, all right, here we go. We're just gonna skip over all that stuff. I Edomite. Where is it? Okay, her. Can I scroll up? I might have to get myself a new computer because I don't really like the way this computer be doing me. You know. Oh here, this is a perfect example. That woman right there, that you guys see right there, she's ruddy right there. I'm gonna wait for the pictures to download to the computer, then I'm gonna show it. Because that is a perfect example of a ruddy skin. Okay, he will be classified as ruddy. So I'm gonna just import. I'm gonna see if that's all I wanted to import. We'll go ahead and import it. Because you have to remember, man, there were a lot of people in history that was labeled ruddy, man. You know, one example is William Rufus II, son of William the Conqueror. Here's another example of Ruddy. This is Jake right here, which he's a Negro, light brown skin Negro right there. He's another example of Ruddy. So let's see if I have the pictures here. Here it is. This is picture number one. She is a ruddy complexion. As you can see here, this is a reddish brown. I think this is like a drawer or whatever it is. It looks like I don't know what it is, but it looks like a type of furniture. And she's standing right next to it. As you can see, she almost blends in, man. She almost blends in with that type of furniture, man. Okay, and people will call this like a ruddy type of brown, like a reddish brown. Because basically what it is when you mix red and brown together, you get ruddy. Okay? The color red and the color brown, that's what you get ruddy from. You get that reddish brown complexion. I'm going to show you more examples. Hopefully this is edifying, by the way, for anybody that's having confusion, what appears to be a Hamite. This guy is of a ruddy complexion, man. This is ruddy. You can see that youthful, healthy red glow to his skin. He has a brown complexion, but he has that red overtone over him, man. And a lot of Jakes have this. I believe this is a Japhetic person over there in the Pacific Islands. He has a ruddy complexion, man. This is another picture. This woman right here, she has a ruddy complexion. As you can see here, she has the freckles. You can see the ruddy overtones over here, especially on her forehead, you know? But these are all examples. This is another example. I don't know who this is, but you can see her reddish brown complexion, man. Her hair is almost like the same color as her skin. You can see like the reddish overtone over her face. Okay, especially on the forehead, on the cheeks. Got that youthful reddish glow. Show you another example. This is her. As you can see here, look at her hair and look at her skin. Okay? If she was just a little bit shade lighter, her hair color will match her skin, you know? And people will classify her hair as like a reddish brown, almost like a redhead. Which she dyed anyway because you see the her actual real hair color. But people will call this reddish or red. And look at her skin. Okay, this is a reddish brown complexion. This is what King David was, man. You know, and it could be from a light ruddy to a dark ruddy. There are different shades of ruddy. Okay, a case in point, when you go to ruddy animals, you get this type of ruddy, and you get this type of ruddy, which is like a darker, like a copper tone, like a what's it called, a Native American look. Because a lot of the Gadites here in America, which they are called uh, ignorantly the North American Indians, when their true nationality is the tribe of Gad, the Gadites, and the Roomanites as well. But more of them like a darker brown. But especially the Gadites, man, they have what they call a copper tone color. Like a penny, same color as a penny, man. Copper penny. Yeah, I didn't look hair color, man. What is this, man? Here it is. As you can see here, man, this is a oh boy. Oh yeah. You see? That's Gad all day, man. Even Jake. Jake looks like this as well, man. This right here, this right here is like the same skin color as Malcolm X, Beyonce, okay, before she bleached her skin, and what's her name? Rihanna. This is the same same color, man. This is a ruddy skin, a ruddy complexion. It's like that copper colored, like that reddish brown look. Okay, this is not ruddy. This is an Edomite. This is pinkish red, blood showing forth through your skin, man. Fucking devils, man. All they do is lie about words and such and whatnot. Here, look, this is another example, man. Ruddy. That's a ruddy bird right there. Okay, you can see here, ruddy. reddish brown. You can clearly see this is the same. This is like a sunset type of color. It's the same color as right here. It's a red sky, ruddy black person, red sky. Yeah, it's the same color as this, man. That ruddy sky. It's the same color, man. Hey, man. Call hello, y'all. Bashim y'all shot. The truth is coming out. So whenever somebody brings that ruddy argument, you just show them this, man. This is what it looks like. This is a ruddy brown. This was a darker ruddy brown, by the way. It's like a darker copper colored ruddy brown. This will be a lighter shade of ruddy brown. This is what Detroit X, Malcolm X, and Rihanna and Beyonce. This is what they all look like, man. You know. And you got here the. This is I think this is the lightest ruddy you can find. This is what you will see in Derrick Rose and Drake. All of them have like a light ruddy complexion. You know, like a light skin ruddy complexion. This is like the lightest. This is the lightest shade of ruddy right here. The lightest shade of ruddy. This is what it looks like, man. And you see that in Drake. Drake. Search up Drake. You can see here, man. Drake has that light ruddy complexion, man. You can clearly see he has that light ruddy complexion. Okay, and that's because his mother is a so-called Amalekite, or not a so-called. Her mother, which she's her mother is Jewish, or his mother is Jewish, so she would be an Amalekite. I doubt she's a Jake, man, or an Israelite foreigner, or a Confucian in face. I think she's an Edomite, but that's neither here or there. This will be a light, ruddy complexion. I'm gonna show you the animal again. As you can see, it matches, man. It matches. Hey, look, same color, man. See, same color. Okay, same color. That's Drake right there. He's a light ruddy, and what's it called? King David. I believe King David was like Drake's complexion. King David was the same complexion as Drake, man, for sure. Had the same skin complexion. Okay, had that light ruddy in him. Okay, he wasn't as dark as his son, but he was a light skinned Negro, man. Almost looked mixed. So I'm gonna continue reading on. You know, I'm gonna jump down, incline to a healthy reddish color, often associated with outdoor life, a ruddy complexion. Note the definition is referring to ruddy as healthy, brownish, lively, and fresh in complexion, which implies handsomeness or beauty. hmm Because hey, man, I like that. I like this ruddy type of skin color right here. This is like my favorite skin complexion. Which every shade of brown is beautiful, but this is like my it's okay to have favorites. This would be like my favorite ruddy skin complexion. Which my sister, she's of the skin complexion, man. My mother, she's of the skin complexion. She's not light skinned, but you can clearly see like this. She'll be this kind of skin color right here. She like a ruddy. When she gets out in the sun, she turns into this color. And when she stays indoors for a lot of time, she looks like this. Okay, just with black hair. That's her right there. And that's how my sister came out. I came out with like a little. I look more like a. Let me show you. I look more. I look more like this right here. Okay, this is what I look like. I look more like this, like a darker shade of ruddy. I'm gonna show you ruddy animals real quick. This is me right here. I am this complexion right here, this darkish ruddy. My sister, she came out looking like this, like that, that perfect ruddy. This right here would be a light skin ruddy. Okay, that's that light ruddy. There's three types of ruddy. There's the dark, which you have here. There's the light ruddy, and then you have ruddy, which is this right here. This is normal ruddy complexion. I know it can get a little bit confusing, but you have to understand that there are so many shades of brown, man. You know, there are all different types of shades of brown, and even in the case of Ruddy, there are three shades of brown. There's the lightest of Ruddy, of reddish brown, all the way to the darkest of reddish brown, and that's what you would see in where's that woman again? That's what you would see in this guy. He's like a darkish reddish brown. Okay, especially this woman right here. She's a darkish reddish brown. If you pull up a penny right to her face, like those older pennies, those dark older pennies, man, she'll match with that penny will match with her skin color, man. You know. So, anyways, I'm gonna see what else I can get in this article. It's pretty much a lot, you know. They cover a lot of things. They also go into like what's it called, brown, a dark color inclined to red or yellow, resulting from a mixture of red and black, or of a red, black, and yellow, a tawny, dusky hue. They describe brown as a dark color inclined to red or yellow. They call light-skinned Negroes as yellow and or red brown. Yeah. For example, case in point, Beyonce. She'll be I believe she'll be a yellow bone, man. You know, they will call her a yellow bone, and they'll call Blake Griffin a red bone. You know, Rihanna the same thing as her. You know, this is a yellow bone Negro or Negra. We're all gonna have that youthful complexion in the kingdom, though. You know, dark skin or sustained. So brown is made by mixing red, yellow, and black, alike into rich soil of the earth, just like the scripture. Yeah, so that's what brown is. It's like a reddish yellow. Even the complexion of Ruddy. Ruddy is like a more reddish brown look, as in bread is as in brown. Salakia. Brown is more like a reddish, but it's even more brown. It's basically brown is a darker brown, a reddish brown, but Ruddy is a darker reddish brown. You know, because Ruddy has more red uh in the color as in brown. You know, so let me put this for perspective. You have brown, which is 75% brown, and then 25% red, as in the color red, not red like an Edomite, but as in like a dark red. And then you have Ruddy, which is 60% red, and then the rest is 40% brown. Okay, so and ruddy complexions, as in you can see here in this animal, the red is higher percentage than the brown, but mixing those together, you'll still bring out a type of brown, a type of shade of brown. It's all simple, man, And this was something I knew because I seen people that look like this, and often that would come to my say. I was like, "Hey, man, this guy's like a reddish blonde complexion," but I didn't know the type of term. I didn't know that ruddy can also mean a reddish brown, which is pretty interesting, So this is what King David will look like, but I believe he looks more like this type of red right here, reddish brown, light skinned Negro. But that's neither here or there. But all we know is he's a person of color. Now they go into the term Adam, which means ground, the dust of the ground, and we can show these are shades of ground right here, ground soil. This is like a light white sandy brown that people were talking about, which is what you see among the Latin tribes. And when Beyonce bleached her skin, this is what she looks like, man. She looks like a sandy brown, which it doesn't look good on her, man. She looks dead. She doesn't look beautiful anymore, but whatever floats her boat. And then, yeah, from a dark tan, let me go back to it. This will be a dark tan, you know, what King Solomon had. King Solomon was like this color, a very dark brown. And he had the average color of a Negro, which is like here, a dark brown, and then you have the ruddy colors here, and then you have the light brown, so on and so forth, you know. Adam, a human being, uh, individual, species, mankind. so on and so forth. Okay. So that's pretty much it. The rest of this is just an overkill. I'm not gonna read the rest. You also go into leprosy being a white spot in skin. That shows you that if what's it called? If the people when they had a white skin or a white spot in their skin and they were classified as unclean, what was their color beforehand? It will be a shade of brown. Because if an Edomite gets leprosy, you can't really tell. But if a Jake gets leprosy, it's fucking visible from 10 miles away. Oh man. I'm gonna just jump down. No, nothing there. Okay, so you know, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave this in the description box for people to read this. This is a really good article. They really go into it, man. They really go into the term Ruddy. So hopefully you guys were edified. I'm sorry that I might have confused you a little bit, but in order for me to break it down, I had to kind of confuse myself in a sense because uh when you go into the term or the complexion of ruddy, it has three classifications of shades. You have this brown right here, this ruddy, this reddish brown. You have this dark reddish brown, which is what most Negroes are. They're of this color, you know. That's my skin color right there. And then you have what they will call here, like a ruddy orange type look. Okay, a ruddy orange type look. Okay. So remember, there are three types of ruddy. There's the light ruddy, and then there's this ruddy, and then there's this dark ruddy right here, which is my skin color. You know. So hopefully this lesson was edifying. If Edomite comes up with you this question, now you'll know how to answer him. According to the scriptures. I want to give all praise, honors, and glories due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rokah, Kadash. I want to give my double respects and honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect scattered around the four corners of the earth. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.